That Girl Beauty and Aesthetics. Welcome to another episode of Standin on Business, where we interview the hottest entrepreneurs and the most successful business owners. Today we are here with
Darien Waters, and I'm the owner of That Girl Beauty and Esthetics.
Miss Darien. Could you tell us a little bit about your business?
Yeah, so I run an aesthetics business. I offer all different types of facials and different skincare services. And I also am a makeup artist, so I offer makeup artist services if you're interested in any of those.
Okay. So how did you get into skincare?
So I got into skincare, actually dates back to high school. I was actually with a friend and we were at the store, and then I ended up getting like an elf makeup palette. And then so once I brought it home, I just started playing in makeup, and that started my journey of like, oh wow, this is an outlet for me. So I used to watch YouTube, and then I was like, you know what, I want to start doing makeup. So with Instagram, I just started posting and using hashtags because hashtags were big back then. Mm-hmm. So it opened the door for this Jacksonville fashion designer reached out to me. So I got into photo shoots and fashion shows. That was never my intention originally when I started with makeup, so it just grew from there. So my love for makeup grew, and then I was like, you know what, I want to be taken serious with makeup. So I was like, I want to go to beauty school. Now I didn't know exactly what to do because you have cosmetology, which is all the hair and the full, pretty much a bigger perspective of beauty, but hair was not my thing. I just wanted to do makeup. That was my focus. And then when I saw that aesthetic school offers makeup, now once I actually got into aesthetic school, we started talking about facial. So I was like confused. Like this is not this is not what I came here for. But as I opened my heart and just started to see, like, oh, I really do like skincare. This is really interesting. I didn't know that this was a thing. I didn't know what an esthetician was before aesthetic school. And then we did like, I think 1 or 2 days of makeup, and it was only like an hour or two. So I was like, this defeated the purpose of coming for makeup. But by the end of the program, I was like, I want to be an esthetician. This is what I want to do. And I looked back on my life, and there were things that I was already doing related to skincare and makeup. I already had a full skincare routine. I don't even think I knew what I was doing when I was a teenager. So I was still buying the products. But now I'm able to tie it to where I'm at now and purpose. And it taught me even back then.
Nice. Amazing. So what do you like? What's your specialty, or what do you focus on most here?
I have a lot of clients that come, they book microdermabrasion. So I don't know if I have a direct specialty. I take anybody. So if acne is your focus that you want to work on, we can work on acne. If hyperpigmentation, which is like the dark marks on your skin, we can work on that. You want chemical pills, which also helps with hyperpigmentation. I have had some clients that have come in because they want to work on like wrinkles and anti-aging. So pretty much whatever you're focused in, I can kind of narrow down my products and narrow down what I'm doing for whatever you like.
So what is your specialty, or what do you focus on here?
So I never really considered myself to have like just one, I guess, specialty. I'll take any type of client. So a lot of clients have come that wanted to work on acne. So then I just narrowed down what I'm doing down to help the client to overcome acne. Then I've had clients that have come for hyperpigmentation, which is the dark marks on the skin. So I'll focus in on that. I also have clients that come in because they have fine lines and wrinkles, and that's an area that they want to work on. As far as the skin, one of my most booked services is microdermabrasion, which basically is similar to a signature facial, but I actually bring in a device that just gives a little extra exfoliation for the skin. So that can help with hyperpigmentation. It can help with fine lines. So it just really depends on what the client wants, and I'm able to have a service that can fit whatever they're looking for, their lifestyle.
So you mentioned that at a young age you already kind of had like a skin routine.
Yes.
Can you talk to us about like what is a real good, like a skin routine, like a basic skin routine that we could incorporate in our everyday lives?
Okay, so a lot of the clients that come in, some of them don't really have a routine. They just like, oh, I'm gonna go get a facial. So I always like to assume that every client doesn't know anything about a routine. So I always recommend a cleanser a toner, and a moisturizer. That's like the basic ABC in my
Okay.
mind. And then whenever you feel like you're good with that, then I would say start incorporating serums.
Mm.
So serums are going to be your targeted treatment safe for at home, not like anything crazy, but your serums are going to be targeted towards what you want to treat on the skin. So if you want to treat the dark marks, then you probably would want to look for vitamin C, and then they have other serums with different ingredients that can help with dark marks, acne. Salicylic acid is an ingredient that I like to tell my clients to look for in a serum. If you want extra hydration in the skin, hyaluronic acid is a good option and pretty gentle for most skin. So that's usually how I start, and then we can start going into masks, which is like, everybody wants a mask for like that
Right.
spa treatment at home. And there's so many skincare products on the market, honestly. So just start with the basics and then grow
Okay.
from there. That's what I would recommend.
Okay. And
Yeah.
so when it comes to skincare routine, how many times should we do that?
Every day.
Okay.
Every day, at least every night. I would say, for sure, like if you go work out and stuff, that's definitely a prime time to wash your skin, get that moisture back in, because you'll be sweating and all things like that. Now I know most people, like I've had some clients like, this is too much, I don't have the time for this. So I always recommend stuff like just keep your cleanser in the shower, or anything like that. And then when you get out, dry off. When you put on lotion, put on your moisturizer. So it's kind of like, if you feel like it's going to be too much to just take 10 minutes a night to do a skincare routine, fit it into your lifestyle. Keep your moisturizer in the car. While you're in the shower, you're going to cleanse your face.
Yeah.
On the way to work, put on your moisturizer. So, yeah.
Okay, that's smart. Easy way to kind of incorporate those things into your already everyday life, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of products out there, but how does one find the right product for their skin?
Okay, so that is going to be like a journey for each person, because, like you just said, it's a lot of products on the market. Every product is not made the same, even if they have the same ingredients. Every company does not have integrity and put, the same amount of things. And it may not even be like a negative thing, just certain products are different. So I would say focus in on a brand that stands out to you, that has the products that look like, oh, I want to try this. And then look for a cleanser that works for you, because a brand may have cleansers, but they have like 5 different cleansers, because they do they're for 5 different, types of, concerns. So find a cleanser that matches what you want to work on. If that is hydration, a lot of people have like milky cleansers, gel cleansers, so it can be overwhelming. So focus in when you're looking for products. Usually a brand will have what the product is for. So like it'll say this is a brightening serum. So if you want to work on hyperpigmentation, you would go for that. Now if you see a serum that says this is for hydration, that would kind of not be what you're working on. So that's how I would say let's narrow it down.
So on this journey, have you created any products for your clients?
Yes, so currently I have the Glow Nourish facial oil. Back when I had the first go around with aesthetics, I just started making products. I just wanted to make a product. I didn't really know what I wanted to make, so I just started with the basics. So I started looking into different oils and butters that were natural, that I felt like it wouldn't really cause any reactions with my clients. And then they started to buy it. And so I was actually shocked that they bought it because this was just like an idea on the whim. And so they continued to buy it. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'm onto something. So right now, I continue on with my Glow Nourish facial oil. I have added some new ingredients to this version of it, and this one has things like vitamin E. It has grapeseed oil. I wanted to focus in on ingredients that would not clog the skin, but will be beneficial. So I also have tea tree oil in here, which is good for antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. So yeah, this is my main product right now.
Nice. That's what's up. So you have your product, you have your services, and you're doing makeup. How can one get in contact with you if they want to get these services or purchase a product?
So if you want to book my services or purchase a product, you can look for me on Instagram at TGB Aesthetics, or you can go on my booking site, which will be tgbaesthetics.as.me, and it'll pull up my services. And my oil is actually available for purchase on there also. So
Okay, well, thank you so much, Miss Darien.
Thank you.
That Girl Beauty and Aesthetics.